Welcome back. 6 weeks ago, the big, beautiful bill was signed into law. In there, the Transportation Department received $12.5 billion to improve our outdated air traffic control systems and to hire more air traffic controllers. Safety, delays. It's been a big focus, not just from the American people, but from this administration. But much has been made of our outdated 1950s and 60s communication and air traffic control system. Well, I got a progress report on that from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Listen. All right, Secretary Duffy, we're here, Southwest Airlines Network Operations Center. You've been meeting with all the big airlines. You're looking for big reforms to the FAA. Tell me what you're hearing from the airlines.
So, listen, they all want air traffic control reform. So a lot of the delays in the system can come from weather. It can come from their aircraft. But a lot of them are coming from a really old, antiquated air traffic control system. But also, we don't have enough air traffic controllers that are moving enough airplanes efficiently through the airspace. And so we got $12.5 billion through the big, beautiful bill. And we're going to start building out. It takes some time to build it. It's going to be a couple of years in the process.
This seems like something, as technology evolves so quickly on everything, including what we hold in our pockets with our phones, this shouldn't have been overlooked for half a century.
Well, I think the American people think that, of course, their government is going to be looking out for them and continue with the best updates that technology has to offer. And we've all realized in this administration that's not what's happened. And so, again, what should be a small problem, because people have been staying on top of it, has become a really big problem because everyone has ignored it.
What were they focused on before?
Well, the last administration was focused on DEI. And on climate change. Again, we're a safety organization. When you and your family fly, I want you to get there safely.
You need more air traffic controllers.
That's right.
Put that out publicly. It's part of your mission, you said. Modernize technology, get more air traffic controllers. How's that going?
So it's going well. So first off, the last administration, there was 2 tiers, best qualified and well qualified. The last administration took out the best qualified controller category and lowered the well qualified. So we put the best qualified category back in place on the entrance exam to get the best people into the academy. If we don't start the process, we'll leave off the same problem to the next secretary. And listen, Donald Trump says, no, we fix problems. We don't, just pass them off to the next team.
I want to ask you about those first couple days after you were officially sworn in as the Secretary of Transportation. Your first official day is the day of that crash in D.C. What was that like?
It was hard. In that you see, you know that there's not going to be any survivors. And you see families who are going to the airport to pick up their loved one. Some of them were texting their loved one on the plane as they're coming down to land. And I got to tell you what, it's heart-wrenching. But what it did is it made sure that the directive of this administration and of my job as secretary, we're going to pay it forward. We're going to fix the system. I don't want to have to meet with more families because there was an error in aviation. We are going to get this right. We're going to do it right. And so I've got a great relationship with the families of the victims, and we're going to work together to drive this home and make sure there's meaning behind what happened.
You've met with the families of the victims, established a relationship?
Multiple times. And by the way, they're fantastic. They're heartbroken, but they are making the lives of their loved ones have meaning by making sure other families don't have to go through what they went through.
It's got to be the hardest part of this job. Anytime something awful happens in this country involving a plane, involving transportation, it immediately lands at the doorstep of the Secretary of Transportation.
Right. Well, but if you think about it, and some people go, well, then aviation isn't safe. Well, listen, 40,000+ people a year die on our roads. Whether it's way too many, we've got to work on fixing that. Aviation is the safest mode of transportation, but because you can have these big crashes, it gets a lot of attention. But again, it also is a warning sign. By the way, in the DCA airspace, there were 84 near misses in the last 3 years before the crash. The last administration should have seen that and said, listen, this is dangerous, this is risky, we got to change course. They didn't do that because they weren't focused on safety. So immediately, I worked with Secretary Hegseth, and we restructured the airspace to make sure that we're not going to have cross-wing and helicopter traffic at the same time. Again, making it way safer. But we shouldn't have had to lose 67 people to then have that kind of structural change happen. But we made it, and we're now looking at other hot spots around the country to see where we might have another DCA and take action before we lose life.
Oh, really? You're looking at various pockets of airspace, congested traffic areas to identify, hey, where could we potentially have another problem like this in America?
So we look at Alaska, LA is an area, even in New York, again, where you might get two helicopter tours. Las Vegas is a place as well. What's happening in those airspaces, and what reforms do we have to implement to make sure people are safe?
Secretary Duffy is also the acting administrator of NASA, and we spoke about establishing a permanent presence on the moon and using that as a leapfrog capability to occupy Mars. You'll hear more from Secretary Duffy tomorrow on The Will Cain Show. Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.